China didn't just watch. China built the weapon that killed the F-35, and F-35 is down. The most advanced stealth fighter on the planet, $100 million of American technology, gone. Everyone is calling it Iran's victory. But here is the truth they don't want you to know. Iran pulled the trigger, but China built the gun. What just happened over the skies of the Middle East is not just a military loss, it is a technological humiliation. An American F-35 designed to be invisible, designed to be untouchable, was tracked, targeted, and shot down, and every single system that made that possible came from China. Let's go through the list, because when you see what China actually gave Iran, you will understand that this war is no longer just about the Middle East. This is a direct confrontation between the United States and China, fought with Iranian hands. It starts with the YLC-8B Radar, Chinese-made, UHF-band, designed for one purpose: hunting stealth. It can track an F-35 or a B-2 Spirit from over 700 kilometers away, invisible to the radar. Not anymore. Then there is the JY-27A, a backup anti-stealth radar, also UHF-band, also Chinese, 2 layers of detection, 2 systems working together. The F-35 never stood a chance, but radars are only half the story. China replaced America's GPS with BeiDou-3 Satellite Navigation, unjammable, unstoppable. Every Iranian missile now flies with Chinese stars guiding the way. And above that, over 500 Chinese satellites are feeding real-time intelligence to Tehran: SIGINT, terrain mapping, naval movement tracking. The US Navy cannot move anywhere in the Persian Gulf without Beijing watching. Then there is the Liaowang-1 spy ship, 30,000 tons, 6,000 kilometers of sensor range, parked near the Strait of Hormuz like a floating eye, collecting everything. Iran didn't just buy a few gadgets. China replaced the entire system: sets, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity architecture, electronic warfare networks. Since January 2026, every Western system in Iran has been systematically removed and replaced with Chinese technology. The People's Liberation Army even provided satellite terrain maps with precise coordinates of US naval activity in the Gulf. The Iranians didn't need to find the targets. China handed them the coordinates. So let's be clear, Iran pulled the trigger, but China built the weapon, China supplied the eyes, China guided the missile. And right now, Chinese engineers and analysts are watching every second of this war, collecting data on how American stealth technology performs under real combat conditions. This wasn't just a shoot-down. This was a live fire test, and the F-35 failed. Think about the implications. The United States has spent trillions of dollars on stealth technology. The F-35 is the most expensive weapons program in human history, and China just proved it can be tracked, targeted, and killed. Every US pilot flying over the Middle East right now is flying with a target on their back, and the people painting that target are sitting in Beijing. This war is no longer about Iran. It is about China testing its weapons against America's best. And so far, China is winning. But here is the deeper question. How did China get so far ahead? For decades, the United States assumed its technological advantage was insurmountable. Stealth was the ultimate trump card. Billions of dollars poured into making planes that couldn't be seen, and China quietly invested in making them visible again. The YLC-8B didn't appear overnight. It was developed over years, tested, refined. The satellite network wasn't built in a month. It was a long-term strategy. While America focused on the next generation of fighters, China focused on the next generation of sensors, and now the fighters are falling out of the sky. This is not just about one plane. This is about the entire doctrine of American air power. If the F-35 can be tracked and killed, so can the B-2, so can the F-22, so can every stealth asset the US has spent decades building. And it gets worse. China is not just selling these systems to Iran, they are selling them to everyone. Pakistan, North Korea, Venezuela. Any country that wants to challenge American dominance can now buy the tools to do it. The era of uncontested air superiority is over, and it ended not with a bang in Washington, but with a crash in the Iranian desert. Meanwhile, the United States is scrambling. The Pentagon has no quick answer. You cannot upgrade your way out of a fundamental design flaw. The F-35 was built to defeat X-band radars. It was never designed to defeat UHF-band systems like the YLC-8B. The entire stealth concept is based on a technological assumption that China just proved wrong. So what happens next? Do they ground the fleet? Do they redesign the planes? Do they accept that the most expensive weapons program in history is now obsolete? And while Washington debates, Beijing watches. They are learning every engagement, every radar lock, every missile launch. Data flowing back to China, feeding their algorithms, improving their systems. This war is a laboratory, and the F-35 is the lab rat. There is also the psychological dimension. American pilots have been trained to believe they are invisible, that they can go anywhere, strike anything, and return home unseen. That confidence is gone. Now they fly knowing that somewhere out there, a Chinese radar might be watching, a Chinese satellite might be tracking, a Chinese missile might be waiting. Fear changes tactics, fear changes outcomes, and when pilots hesitate, missions fail. Let's not forget the economic angle. Every F-35 lost is not just a plane, it is a symbol. Other countries buy the F-35 because they believe in American technology. They believe in the umbrella of American protection. What happens when that umbrella has holes? What happens when allies start asking, if the US can't protect its own planes, how can it protect us? The ripple effects will be felt in defense contracts, in alliance structures, in global power dynamics. China didn't just kill an F-35, China killed a reputation. And then there is the message to Iran. Tehran now knows it can stand up to the most advanced military on Earth and survive. They have bloodied the nose of the superpower. That emboldens them, that changes their calculus, that makes future conflicts more likely, not less. So here is where we stand. An F-35 is burning in the desert. China is watching, Iran is celebrating, and the United States is left asking, how did we let this happen? The answer is not complicated. America bet everything on stealth. China bet everything on seeing through it. And for now, China's bet is paying off. This is not the end of the war. It may be the end of an era. The era where American planes flew unseen. The era where technology guaranteed victory. The era where the US could project power anywhere without fear. That era just crashed into the ground along with that F-35. Drop your thoughts below. Is the age of American air superiority over? What happens when China's weapons start showing up everywhere? And most importantly, what does the United States do now? Like, share, and subscribe. We are not going anywhere, and neither is the truth.